Hey everybody, it's Angel at Angel Believes. Um, it's Friday Confessional with Glamazon, and I'm going to give a shout out to Tracy from Tracy and Brittany at Not Your Average Teen. Um, but I'm also going to give a shout out to Women Living Well Courtney at blogspot.com. If you happen to look over on my sidebar, there is a button called the Completing Him Summer Marriage Challenge. I have made no qualms about the fact that I am a Christian. I have made it no secret. Courtney has a really great idea about becoming the wife that our husband needs. Something that I'm sure we all kind of fall short on because we women tend to take charge sometimes when our men aren't. And I know I fall short on a lot of things. But the thing that got me was that she basically got bashed by another individual who has a blog because they think she is choosing to put women back in the 1950s and it's, unliberated and it's on this and it's on that. Well, let me say this about that. Christians have a divorce rate equal to that of the outside world. Now, it would seem to me that if we were following the biblical honor code, that shouldn't be. If we were allowing God to pick our mates, that wouldn't be. And I'm not saying that you have to pick a mate that's in your same religion or whatever. I think God puts people together for various reasons. However, that being said, some things on this particular blog put me to the point of this again. This is never a good thing. I'm well aware that the Bible says, be angry and sin not. So this is my way of sinning not. So, I had an idea, which is, I know it's a scary thought, but really, I do. I get bright ideas from time to time. See, there they go. There they go. See the bright ideas? Okay. Now, my bright ideal is, instead of bashing this woman because she's presenting ideals that you don't hold to, and one of the things that really got me is one of her challenges is to ask your husband what he would like you to pray for him over. In the mornings, get up with him and say, is there something that's going on at work, or is there something you'd like for me to pray for you over? And fast and pray for him one day a week. And the woman commented going, good thing I'm a Jew. Well, the last time I checked, there were quite a few Jewish traditions that involved fasting. Holidays, Passover being one of them, or, all kinds of stuff like that. So that made absolutely no sense. So if you're going to bash something, at least bash something with some biblical soundness behind what you're saying, especially since you're claiming you're a Jew. Not saying that she's not a Jew, just saying that have some common sense behind your comments. Secondly, if you don't want to participate, that's fine. But going across the blogosphere and getting a bunch of people that have nothing better to do than bash hate on somebody and bashing somebody that means no harm to you and has wished no ill towards you and specifically said that this may not be for all women, go on about your life. Click off on the blog. I confess this irritates me more than anything. You know what? Why be a hater? Why be a hater? Go on with your life. Nobody asked your opinion. Nobody told you to go making videos and blog posts and whole communities dedicated to this. And let me say this about this challenge. Their big problem is you don't talk to your husband about where he sees the family in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Hello? If we did more of that, perhaps a lot of us wouldn't be in the situations we're in now. And then they had a problem of submission. Why do we got to submit? Well, let me tell you something. The Bible says submit yourselves one to another. It doesn't just say, wives, submit yourself to your husband. What verse goes on and says, and husbands, submit yourself also to your wives, as Christ submitted himself as a whole for the church and the bride. Well, when you submit to somebody and kind of say, okay, I may not agree with what you're saying, but I'm going to be pleasant and go along with it, they get some respect for you because they feel like, okay, she may have known this wasn't going to work, but she didn't rub it in my face it wasn't going to work. And then if it doesn't work, don't sit there and go, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so. Nobody likes to be done that way. Nobody. Not a husband, not a wife, not a child, not anybody. You know, grow up. Get a life instead of spending it going around looking for somebody you can bash and then bragging all your haters with you. Take your drama llamas elsewhere. You know, in the meantime, Courtney, you keep on doing what you're doing. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the people that have nothing better to do than to go on somebody else's post and bash them because it doesn't fit their lifestyle. So what? She didn't ask you to jump on the train. If you don't want to play, don't play. It's very simple. My girlfriend Lee at Headaches, Hormones, and Hot Flushes says it best. Click off. Move along to the next blog. Get a life. Get a grip. Go on. And if you have nothing better to blog about than to drag somebody else into the mud because they don't do things your way, well, welcome to the world, sweetheart. It did not begin with you, and I'm pretty sure it ain't going to end with you. And you don't look a darn thing like Jesus, and I don't see no nail prints in your hands and your feet. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. So, yeah, I'm going to jump on. I'm going to be doing the Completing Him Challenge, and if you got a problem with me, bring it to me. I don't care. Bring it to me. But trust when I say that you won't like what you get back. And I will do it in the most Christian way possible, although I have been known to lay hands on people and not in a prayerful way. I'm just going to tell you right now because I ain't there yet. Steve Harvey says I got 6 or 7 of them commandments down. Some of them ain't hitting me yet, but I'm working on it every day. I ain't there yet. I am not there yet. But I'm getting there. And the point is, don't bash somebody because they're doing what they need to do to improve their marriage. Perhaps if you quit beating your head against the wall and bashing people that were doing it and pulled your big girl panties up and said, you know what, it can't hurt to try it and see if it doesn't make a change in my lifestyle and my household and my kids and the way things operate. Oh, Lord, if it worked, what would that mean? That perhaps the Bible might have some sound advice about marriage. God forbid. So my confessional for today is, I hate haters. Keep stepping. And Courtney, know that they hate because they ain't you. So don't let them break your stride. Don't let them bring you down. Don't let them do none of that, girlfriend. I love y'all. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. See you later. Bye.